welcome to this week's What's for Dinner. Before we get started with the video, I just wanted to quickly say thank you to everyone who sent prayers and sent their condolences on the loss of my father-in-law. It was a very sudden, unexpected loss, so it has been really hard on our family. But I really wanted to say thank you and how much we really appreciate all of you and all of your prayers. Okay, so now let's get started with the video. Hey y'all, I'm in a different house tonight. I'm at my mother-in-law's. We came over and the boys helped her take down an old, it was like a dog pen or something. So so my boys and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's boys helped grandma. So she is making us a German meal. She's making what's called Vrenike, which is basically pierogies filled with homemade cottage cheese. She made these a while back and froze them. So those will not be homemade. I mean, they're homemade, but we're not gonna see them actually being made, but I'll show you how she cooks them. And then you're frying sausage, right? And then she's gonna also fry some sausage and it's called smomfot, which is basically like heavy whipping cream with, you use bacon grease usually, or yes, and you make a gravy from it. So I'm gonna show y'all all that because we're over here tonight, something different.
Smoked sausage, yeah.
This is a German smoked sausage here. What is the German name for it? Is it called something?
It's just from that Mennonites made.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if it had like a name in German.
It's called Rückwurst.
Rückwurst. Yeah.
Rückwurst.
But we also have some regular Eckrich smoked sausage too. So there we go. And then I'm gonna come over here and show y'all. These are the Vrenike, or in English terms, it would be like pierogies, right? Mm-hmm. And so right now you're taking water, you're boiling water, and then what you just, is it basically steaming them?
Yeah.
Okay. And so she's basically steaming these, and you can see kind of how they are. Interesting, right? And this you make like the dough and roll it out, and then you fill it with, and you make your own homemade cottage cheese from buttermilk, right?
Yep.
Yes. So this is like real, this is real German food right here, right? This is something I could make. I mean, I could try, but I leave this for my mother-in-law because I've ate other people's, and I'll tell you, my mother-in-law's is the best. And then I will show y'all when we eat it. Once you're done having your main course, then you have dessert. I'll have to show you how we eat it as dessert too. My husband taught me that. When I first saw him eating it that way, I was kind of like, ew, but now I'm like, yum. So anyways, so that's that part. I'll come back and show you something else, y'all. These are actually already cooked, so we're just steaming them to warm them up because she said if you microwave them, they get like rubbery. They're not as good. And to cook those when they're fresh, she just boils them. And sometimes don't you like fry some with?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I fry them a little bit. That tastes also good.
And you put like this browned butter on it or something? I remember you doing that.
I make the butter brown. Yes, I fry butter until it's brown, and then I put it over there.
Okay. See, maybe one day when she makes Vrenike, she'll let me come over and film her for my channel, maybe. Yeah. Now Courtney's making fun of me. Courtney Nicole. Channel. Y'all, I love my mother-in-law's house. Look at her big old refrigerator. I don't have room for one of these kind, or I would put it in my house. She has a lot more cabinets than me and a big old pantry in there. Okay guys, so we're cutting up this German sausage. And my mother-in-law said to just cut it, you don't cut it all the way through, almost. And then it kind of, what do you say, butterfly, I don't know, opens up. So. And these are made, I believe she got these from Seminole, Texas.
Now we're gonna cut this one up.
We're gonna cut up the Eckrich sausage. And my mother-in-law is actually thawing out another package of the Eckrich because she wants to make sure there's enough. But there it is, y'all. Okay, y'all. My mother-in-law does not like frying in her house because of the smell. So she has one of these grills with the burner. So she's over here frying up that sausage. And then out here in the distance is what my kids were all helping with their, I don't know if you can see, way out there. Used to be like a dog kennel. She doesn't have any dogs, but the people who owned this property previously raised dogs. So that's what they were taking down. Then we have Adrian and his cousin over here trying to rake up leaves with the lawnmower. Y'all, I wish y'all could smell this. It smells so good.
I'm frying, baking.
Now we're gonna make smonflat. Is that, am I saying it right?
Smonflat.
Smonflat. And we got bacon grease, and she said the part with the brown in it, that's the best to use. So I'm gonna help by stirring it, but she's gonna get it started for me so she can fry the sausage. So I'm gonna let this warm up, and then the Veronica is over here still. Y'all,
Steaming?
it's steaming. I didn't bring my tripod, so I have to just hold my phone. But we're gonna let my phone. I mean, I'll hold my camera. But once this starts to melt, then we'll add in heavy whipping cream. It's so good, y'all. Now we added in the heavy whipping cream. Now, so if you came here looking for a healthy recipe, this is not a healthy recipe, but it's good. And this is a tradition. This smonflat is a traditional German meal, German thing, I guess. Because my mother-in-law makes this with like mashed potatoes, and you put it over mashed potatoes. She makes noodles, and we put it over noodles. So they use this a lot in German food. So this is kind of a staple in the German food. I would say they're German Mennonite. It's not like Germans from Germany. A little bit different. But anyways, it's very good though. Bubba, he's been working. How is it? This is Landon. How is it, Landon? It's good.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, you want to be on the video?
Nope.
They kind of saw your nose a little bit.
Probably.
So good.
Okay, when you mix it all up, it may not look as pretty, y'all, but it's good. And in a minute, I'm going to show y'all the same thing, well, minus the sausage, for dessert. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna quickly show y'all. This is dessert. Take that same Veronica with the smonflat and you add homemade strawberry jelly. My brother-in-law done had some. He knows. Who else likes it that way?
Yeah. I guess I've never tried it.
Courtney's like, she's eating some watermelon though. We got a whole bunch of kids. But anyways, that's what I'm about to dig in. Look, you can have it sweet or you can have it like earlier savory. Hey y'all, I just put in, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. I put in about 3 cups of these elbow noodles and I'm gonna cook those according to the instructions. Hey y'all, while those noodles are cooking, I have 4 chicken breasts that I have cut up into chunks, and I'm going to add 1 package, or if you don't have the package, it's 3 tablespoons of dry ranch seasoning mix. I found this recipe on Facebook and it sounded really good to me. So now I have my pot over here on medium-high heat, and we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of olive oil, and then we're gonna start cooking our chicken. I actually cooked it in batches, so that I wouldn't overcrowd my pan. So you're gonna want to cook your chicken, and then you're gonna move on to the next step. And like I said, while this is cooking, your noodles are cooking, and this just sounded really good to me, y'all. And now I'm going to grate some cheese. I just have this Cabot. I'm not even sure how you say it. It is a white American cheese, and you're going to need a half a cup of that. And I was going to shred up some mozzarella cheese, but I was pressed for time. And you're going to need a quarter of a cup of mozzarella cheese. Now I'm cleaning out the pan. We're going to use this same pan to make our macaroni and cheese. So we're going to start out with a fourth a cup. I had to look at my measurements. A fourth a cup of unsalted butter. And we're going to melt that over about medium heat. And we're just going to whisk that together, get it melted, and then we're going to whisk in the flour, which will be a fourth a cup of flour. And we're just going to whisk that in, and we're going to do this until it starts to turn brown. It'll probably take a couple of minutes. Now you're going to want to remove your pan from the heat, and you're going to add in 1.5 cups of whole milk. It needs to be warmed. I just microwaved mine until it was warm. So you're going to whisk that in and then return it back to the heat for about another 3 to 5 minutes until it's thickened. You're going to add in 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and you're also going to add in 2 tablespoons of the dry ranch seasoning. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. And yes, I'm playing this song back to back. I have heard it on Marina's channel, Fearfully Created, and I just love that song. I don't know why. And then I heard it on Jessie Christine's channel the other day. I didn't know what it was even called. I had to look for it. I'm just using the instrumental version, but it's on Epidemic Sound. I think it's called Take a Look. Really like the song. And so anyways, I'm adding in the cheese, which like I told you earlier, a half a cup of the white cheddar cheese, and then a 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese. Let me double check that and make sure that I'm telling you the right. Yes. And after that, you will add in your cooked elbow macaroni. And mix that up real good, and then you're gonna get your chicken and you're gonna add it on top. And then it called for 4 strips of bacon cooked and crumbled. I didn't have any bacon, but I did have the real bacon pieces, so I added those over, just sprinkled some of that over the top. Oh, and salt and pepper. Sorry, before you add that, salt and pepper it to your taste. Sometimes I get ahead of myself, y'all. But we really, really like this. I didn't get reactions, but we all liked it, and we served it alongside of some of the cheddar garlic Red Lobster biscuits, and it was a very good supper, y'all. Very good. Highly recommend it. And it makes a lot, because I had 3 adults, 2 big growing boys, plus our kids. We had a house full this night. We had been working in my father-in-law's, going through my father-in-law's stuff. So, yeah. Hey y'all, I wanted to show y'all what I received from a company. It's called Nutstop. As you can tell, these have already been tore into. We got these gummy animal mix, which have like little bears and worms and butterflies. We also have the orange slices, which the kids are loving. My favorite, chocolate covered pecans. You can order these off of their website, and I will have a code for 10% off of your purchase. And in my opinion, the prices are really reasonable. They have so much to choose from. This is something I have yet to try yet, garlic chips. And I have heard that people even use this in their cooking. So I have over here somewhere some macadamia nuts. Here we go. And I'm going to make some white chocolate macadamia nut cookies, so y'all be on the lookout for that. We have, they have different trail mixes. I have this mountain mix along with, I have another one. Oh, the Black Forest mix, which looks very good. It has like, oops, sorry y'all. I think it has like pieces of dark chocolate in there. It has walnuts. Yeah, dark chocolate chunks, and it has walnuts and, yeah, almonds. This is something I haven't tried yet and I'm looking forward to. It's limoncello almonds. We have pistachios. We have dark chocolate almonds. I also have just the milk chocolate almonds. We have cashews. Kids are loving these. These are the cinnamon juju bears, and the black licorice is another favorite. And I'm looking forward to trying this. Hey y'all, we are going to be making an easy crockpot chili. Now we are going to have to do a little bit of work before we put it in the crock pot, but it's not much. I'm putting about a tablespoon of olive oil in my pan. I'm going to heat that up over medium-high heat. Once that's heated up, I'm going to be adding 1 onion that I've diced up, a green bell pepper that I've diced up, and 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, now I'm going to add in our diced onion and the diced bell pepper. And then I'm also going to add in my 3 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to kind of let this cook for a couple minutes. And then we'll add in our hamburger meat. And we're going to be using 2 pounds of hamburger meat or ground beef. Now we're going to add in our hamburger meat. I've got about 2 pounds of lean hamburger meat. I'm going to add in. I'm going to also throw a little salt and pepper in here. And now I'm going to just let this continue to brown. Okay y'all, our meat is almost done, and we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of chili powder to our meat. Okay. It has been staying really cold here. This week we've gotten down actually into the upper 30s. So it's like winter here, not really fall. And we're just going to continue to let this finish cooking. Okay y'all, now I'm over here at my crock pot and we're just going to pour, oh lordy, well maybe not like that. Hold on, I'm going to pour this in where I can get it in. Y'all may not be able to see this part, sorry. I should have had my camera on the other side. Do not throw everything everywhere like I just did. So there's our meat mixture. Move y'all in a little more. Hopefully it's not going to steam up too much. We're going to add in 1 can of kidney beans. It does not say to rinse them or anything, so I'm just going to put them straight in there. We're going to add in, oh, it called for a can of hot chili beans. I don't have hot, I just have regular. So we're gonna add those in. We're gonna add in 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I have 1 can of regular diced and 1 can of the petite diced. I wish I would have had 2 cans of petite diced, but I only had 1, and when I went to Aldi's I couldn't find the petite diced, so 2 cans of that. We're also gonna add an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Trying to get. We're going to add 1 more tablespoon of chili powder. Oh. Well, I'll just finish off what was left in there. We're going to also add 2 tablespoons of cumin. One tablespoon of onion powder. I'm going to put in a tablespoon of brown sugar. And then we're also going to put in a 1/2 tablespoon of garlic powder. I'm just going to eyeball it in here. And also a 1/2 tablespoon of salt. And let me double check and make sure I have everything in there. And now we're just going to stir all this up real good. Mix it well. And now we're going to cover this up and we're going to cook it for, we're going to cook this on low for 4 hours, which mine may go a little longer. So anyways, that's it. That's how easy it is. Look at that. Oh, it's going to steam up. Okay, it has been cooking for way over 4 hours, probably about 6 hours or so. I have it on the keep warm function right now, and I'm making some cornbread. This is going to be so good, y'all. Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching this week's What's for Dinner. Sorry we didn't do any reactions. I just decided not to this week. Next week we should get back to normal. But anyways, I want to thank y'all again for watching, and I hope y'all have a great weekend.